Hello friends, Miss Natalie here. Today I want to show you how to use the fill tool, which looks like this paint bucket right here. That's what it is. Fill a contiguous area of color with a color, or fill a selection. So what we're going to do is we're going to start with a rectangle and choose a color. Let's choose black, and I am going to draw a rectangle here. We've got my black outline of a rectangle. Then I'm going to go to my fill bucket and choose a color that I want to fill it in with and click there, and I've got a purple rectangle with a black outline. I can also make a purple rectangle and fill it in with purple, and then I have, make sure I clicked on that bucket. There we go. And then I have what looks like a purple rectangle that does not have an outline. Other things that you can do with the fill tool. Let's make a circle here, and I can go to the fill tool and to my tool options, and you can see that I can fill with the foreground color, which right now is purple, the background color, which right now my background colors is maroon, or with a pattern. So there it is, purple circle with a maroon background. Let's try that with a pattern this time. I can fill with any pattern that I choose. Where do I find patterns? Right up here. This is where patterns would be. So I could choose a pattern for filling with. Let's see, I could do a bark pattern. Let's see what that looks like. And there's a black bark pattern. Now the pattern is in black and white. I feel like there's a way to change the color, but I can't tell you right now. One other thing that you can do, I'm going to go back to fill it with the foreground color, is that you can make, in the settings here, you can make the fill tool either, you can make it go over the area. So right now it's at 0. If I click on it, it will fill right up to the line. But if I make it go 5, it'll be 5 pixels over the line. That's kind of hard to tell. It's easier if I do it under the line. Let's do 10 pixels under the line, and you can see there's this gap between where I filled. You can also do feather. So that makes it soft. So now it's a soft line. But most of the time, you're going to want to fill something completely in and not have a softness to the edge. Oop, wrong way. There we go. And you're just going to fill it in. Oh, look, though, there is a little bit of a gap. So maybe I do want it to grow a pixel. And now, is there a gap? There's a tiny gap, so maybe I want 2 pixels. There we go. Now it's to the absolute edge. Awesome. Okay, the final thing that you can do with the fill tool, I mean, there are lots of things you can do with the fill tool, but the final thing I'm going to show you is that you can fill in a selection. It doesn't have to be a shape. So you can make a selection like this, and you can fill that in like that. And so now I really do have a shape that has a fill-in shape with no outlines whatsoever. And if I go back to the select tool, I can, well, actually, if I go to select, to deselect is Control-Shift-A, and that deselects it, and it just looks like this circle over here. So that is a variety of things that you can do with the fill tool. Go try it out and make some art.